I gotta cover that. I hope it don't block out everything. Cause you know how YouTube be tripping when you be having stuff on there, they be trying to edit your message. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
I know, I'm telling you, I know everything because they'll see stuff on there, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna play that game with me. So y'all excuse my little book border. And in my book border is some books that you should turn that around, yeah, so they can see. It's every time it's books that you can see. These gonna be my border. Y'all can get these from me from my Moorish library, but I gotta keep that bottom covered, Moorish, for copyright purposes. Oh yeah, y'all feel good? I feel good. Got that hat on. We still got them, Moorish. Woo. $47 donation till our temple in school, and you get 3 free PDF books. We about to get this film started, man. Islam. What time? Yep, it's already 2. So let me see. I got everything blocked. I can't even make it start. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
But white folks.
Hold on. Let me go back to the beginning.
When there's a minority meeting, that should be white folks, right? You look up the word one day in the dictionary, minority. Minority.
All right, here we go. Let me turn it up. All right, let's go.
Huh? If we outnumber white folks in Washington, D.C., and there's a minority meeting, that should be white folks, right? You look up the word one day in the dictionary, minority. Minority means legal child. Below legal age. That's why they call you boy and gal. Look it up in dictionary. Below legal age. Minority. Majority means above legal age. Okay? Look up the word monarchy. It means keeper of the what? What? No, almost keeper of the faith. Britain is not a country. Britain's a church. And as long as you don't know that, that's the only church in the world that got an army that go all over the world forcing you to join their religion. Keeper of the faith. You didn't talk about Church of England, don't you? You never talk about Church of America, have you? No. Church of England. England is a church. When they put that voodoo together, it works. This is Queen Elizabeth what? Anybody know? She's Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth I was married to George III. They say George III. George III. She had a sister named Charlotte before she married George. It was Mecklenburg. So when she get married, your sister is Charlotte Mecklenburg. And y'all love each other. Happy y'all married to the king. Y'all be laughing at it and say, well, did you ever think when we was in school? Well, we got it. Papa be so happy now. So y'all just, you know what I'm saying? She right in the palace with you. And one day her hair started getting nappy. Y'all know the story? Happy. Huh? Hair started getting nappy. They say, oh, girl, what Papa done done. So we're going to go. Now let's go tell them. So we're going to send you to the new world. You know you love her. And it's obvious we couldn't straighten this thing out because Lord knows she's the queen. You know, she got everybody with the right hot eyes. Couldn't get that thing straight. So they sent you to America.
You should go right here, man.
We're going to barrel money. You did pretty good, too. They named a town after them in North Carolina called what? Charlotte. Just happened to be in the county of Mecklenburg. Charlotte, Mecklenburg. They got codes. on that $20 bill?
Hamilton.
Hamilton. And what's on the back? You say the Treasury building.
U.S. Treasury.
Well, what did he do so great to get his name on money? Huh? He was killed by who? Aaron Burr. Why? Because Aaron Burr called him a nigger. Because he's a nigger. He's a black man. Everybody said, what you doing with that white woman, boy? And this evil nigga, this nigga mean. This a nigga could fight. Some of y'all be selling whip tickets. This nigga could fight. This nigga said, you go get your gun, Hawking. Me back here. But they ambushed him. See, the history book don't tell you that. They ambushed him on the way back because Aaron Burr was old and old racist and he just yelling some stuff. But he didn't know he jumped on the wrong nigga. Like the baddest cowboy ever lived named Cherokee what? Bill. Cherokee Bill. How you know that, man? Cherokee Bill. Cherokee Bill was so bad when the Cherokee Bill came to town, white folks would pass laws so if the nigga just killed 6 people, just act like he wasn't even here. You see, and that wonderful, white folks is wonderful. See, if the nigga just killed 6 people, we'll act like the nigga wasn't even in town. And you know how they called him, don't you? Honey, chop him up on some white booty.
Yeah.
Some white booty. Chop him up on some white booty out in California. And then after they chopped him up, they couldn't find a federal judge that would deal with that nigga. That's how evil he was. And they had an evil, nasty judge called the hanging judge in Fort Smith, Arkansas. So send that nigga to me. And they had to send 7 divisions of cavalry out there to bring this one nigga back. That's how scared they was of it. And they found him guilty and hanged, but back then you had a protocol where if I sentenced you to die, you could talk. Huh? That's what he said. He said, well, take that little girl here. He said, I come to die, mother. I didn't come to make no speech. I said, that's how he went out. Nigga was bad all the way. I come to die, mother. I didn't come to make no speech. The judge feel good and all the crackers feel secure and said, and they just want you to hear your last. I come to die, mother. I didn't come to make no speech. That's a bad nigga. That's a bad nigga. Uncle Tom was a bad nigga.
Yeah.
Uncle Tom. Y'all need to look up Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Uncle Tom. A Tom turkey means what kind of turkey?
Male.
But
Huh?
Male.
Yeah, but it's something else when it says Tom turkey. Huh?
You fight.
You almost got the word, but there's one word I'm looking
bad
for.
mama jumper.
Tough.
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 Yeah, because that's
A
what
tomboy means what?
we don't eat no
Tough.
Tomboy means-
So then when your Uncle Tom means something weak and something nasty.
See that?
When that white boy had to take you the
Right in front
wrong
of your
way.
face. That's what I tell you.
They come over from Africa every 75 miles during slavery, there was Uncle Tom. And if a white man reached for her breast,
See what's at the
and these
bottom.
black brothers killed him just out of compassion, didn't mean to kill him. We knew if we can get him 75 miles to the Tom, the Uncle Tom ate him hair, bones, and no evidence. That's what Uncle Tom was. And they switched that whole thing around so you never know who they were scared of. See what they do with words?
Yes.
I mean, that was the job of the Uncle Tom. A tomboy is what? Tough. So then why when it come to me, it happened to be weak? Huh?
Yes, sir. Good point.
The word Negro, when you trace it back 6,000 years, it was king. So the word means, nigger, it's king. Then they switch it and change it all. Next thing you know, they got it meaning something else. So this is the symbol. The symbol is every now and then, you niggers get caught. We love you. Come over here with us. Have no problem with that. But every now and then you get caught, and sometimes you have to die. So that's why his picture's on the $2 bill. Who got a $2 bill? Anybody got a $2 bill? $2 bill.
And now watch it finna remove what y'all think is fake. Watch
They
this.
said Stony is a $2 bill? You don't love this. I brought you something because I got that piece from you out of the paper company. I brought you something. $2 bill.
No, sir.
Yeah. Hold it. Stony is a $2 bill. You cannot be a president of the United States in this country. You can't be a general without the president signing off on you. Huh? So how could George Washington be a general and be the first president? There was 8 presidents before him, all of them was black. George Washington was the 9th president, and all of those presidents on the back of the $2 bill. Now, 8 of them, 7 of them look like Hamilton. But one of them, the brother there to the left, will let you find him. Come on, my eyes here. Come on, y'all.
He said, "No, I heard you find him."
No, y'all hold it. Y'all look it together. Come on, all y'all. Turn around to the left. See the brother with the nappy hair sitting in the chair on the left. All right? That's John Anderson. John Anderson. Anybody here from Maryland? Anybody ever lived in Maryland? Highway 50? They call it John Anderson Highway. So what did John Anderson do that died before Abraham, that died before George Washington? What did he do so great to get a highway in that? He was the first president of the United States. Now what I brought for you, sister, is I did this on the radio show in St. Louis. Now come on. I'll tell y'all when to sit down. And my sister pulled it up on the internet. Huh? What's they say? This come off the internet.
George Washington, our 9th president.
Okay, off the internet now. Go ahead, what'd you say? So if he was the 9th president, and if there was 8 before him, and they start counting with Washington, then if you add 8 to Clinton, 42, Clinton is the what president? Okay, go ahead and read that to me.
On January 20th, 1997.
Loud, so they can hear you.
On January 20th, 1997, the United States re-inaugurated Bill Clinton as its 50th president.
Yeah? And that's on the internet now. So, what's the website on that? It's on that. We'll get it. Listen. We'll get it to the time. Now listen. Why is this important? Because once you start knowing who you are, huh? Page 3, got a picture here. Show it to him. Page 3. First president of the United States. Right, hold on, Phil Teagle. That's John Hanson. Now read what it says.
Okay. Drawings by Richard E. Brooks. Given in 1903, located in the Senate connecting cars.
In the Senate building, this nigga's picture is there, but they don't say why. They don't say he was the first president of the United States. And all of them was Moors, and their symbol was what?
All of them was Moors.
Come on. Here, well, that cherry tree.
Come on.
Code is.
Come on.
Washington chop the cherry tree.
Come on.
That's when they switch signals. Huh?
Stop playing with me.
And y'all be careful with that pen. That pen ain't as strong as y'all think it is. That's just some nigga stuff they gave y'all.
That what?
The pen. Now that was it. So that's it. So now I'm about to play this. I'm about to play something, Morris.
Everyone's eye.
Hold on. I'm about to play something. And I hope everybody ready for this. If you're not ready for it, you know what I say. I don't give a damn. You're gonna be ready for it today. Hold on, let me get to my doohickey. There we go. Hold on. Now, before I even narrate this, before I even speak, people, the first thing we must do is get out of our feelings and get with history. Get out of that Negro-centric, that Eurocentric propaganda. Get out of that Black Lives Matter, all that stuff. Man, y'all got to know who people handlers are. You have to know who George Soros is. A lot of these things people have no disrespect. European Albions paying them. That's why they can't say certain things. That's why they only going to go to a certain level with things. And nobody can do nothing to you unless your own people allow them. And Negro's been selling you out for change for centuries. I've been showing you this all over in history. From Patrice Lumumba in the Congo to the Big Six to the Negroes that be acting like they don't know who Marcus Garvey and Noble Drew Ali is, trying to bury our prophet in a shallow grave, trying to act like they don't know who Marcus Garvey and Noble Drew Ali knew each other. And in our Moorish Quran, he's our harbinger. I already removed that. I'm going to show y'all again. The Garvey's Word Affairs. This is science. And I'm going to show y'all who been lying to you. Your own brother that's under European signs and symbols and acting like they know something that's jumping around and don't know any science. That's not telling you the science. So let's just be honest with each other, and we got to grow from things because nothing's new under the sun. This is old stuff I'm playing y'all. To where what I'll be telling us, we got to learn from these things. And our leaders are not entertainers and basketball players. I don't give a damn what they doing with their money if they're not going to support the real movement. Let them be. It's enough of us that got our own couple dollars that can do a real movement. All Negroes got to do is get in line and understand who we are and understand what type of movement that we're doing. So let's watch this film and let's go. Get out of your feelings, man, because y'all know that Greek stuff is fake. A Greek is a phony. The European been telling you that. Read Gerald Massey, Stolen Legacy. Read Albert Churchward, Signs and Symbols of the Primordial Man. They tell y'all all this masonry is ours. Y'all know it, but Negroes go with that European stuff with all that outward symbology and don't come home. The Negro Black Mason is the joke of masonry. I did this on YouTube. They don't know any science. They only 32 and 33 degrees. I promise you this, man. And it's all games. Let's dig.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark. I need something great limiting. Yes.
Oh, and before I even finish this, I want y'all to know, see, the thing that we do, we take information and we learn from it because we in the flesh. When I tell y'all, a lot of things we do, we learn from it. And we see just because a person may look like you, they doesn't mean they for you. And I want us to be clear of these things. No matter how mad you get, my mom's sitting right here. I'm telling you things that I know about. And y'all think this is a joke. These brothers in these fraternities, especially the Boule, man, they don't have their best interest for you. I promise you. Just like how they tried to destroy Marcus Garvey, the harbinger, same thing with that fake sign, with this pseudo mess, with this Black Lives Matter. And the reason why people got you under colorable law, because look who backing them. All through history, your own brother been selling you out. For what? For what? 3 freaking nickels. Let's dig.
This is acting like we just got here together. Many people will see the tape and the videotape, wonder why everybody was so lightly greeting each other. It's because we have been talking for a while. And we have now stepped forward to have a discussion about the black male secret society known as Sigma Pi Phi, acronym the Boule, B-O-U-L-E. We will do our best to show you the information related to the Boule. That's what this lecture is about. I could give the entire lecture and quote every inch of the documentation without looking at it. I know them that well. But this is my responsibility, my night, to show you the information so that you can look at it with me and double affirm the fact that much of our black press, as much as we like it, has not been honest in talking about this group of black men who are then respected very highly and never speak negatively against it. We also know that we've had many black people who've been a member of it and have never, ever broken the code or the creed and spoken to one who was a non-member. So they pledge and swear that their goal is to represent you. You will have a hard time believing it when they don't even seek to let you know that they who help you are. And so, in July 17th, 1990, July 18th, 1990, the Los Angeles Times did a front page story on the left column about elite fraternity of black men. Excuse me, brother. I saw that one get away. I'm just saying myself. I'll stand back here. This elite fraternity of black men were described quoted in the article as being influential, as being somewhat like Skull and Bones at Yale. And as it said these things, I was a little in awe, as the others, brothers in African Minds United and the Coalition Against Black Exploitation, as we all were intrigued by the fact that this group of men could have been in existence and we not know about them. And even other brothers and sisters. I remember talking to a brother who had been National Executive Secretary of Sigma, Phi Beta Sigma, been in fraternity land 37 years, had heard nothing of the Boule ever, though its founder had been a member. And so, as we began to talk about it with other people around the country, we began to realize that people didn't know about it. How you doing, Brother Warren? And not knowing that people didn't know about it, we just assumed that it was incidental, that everybody must know something about it, and that it was not mysterious or connected to all of those other things we had previously been talking about, like Cecil Rhodes and Barry the Rothschild and all the Halls of Haters, the ADL and the Diamond Jewish Connection. We've been talking about the Trilateral Commission, who is responsible for this economic summit that you'll be seeing on TV the next 3-4 days. You need to know that. Anybody? Carl Rowan came on the radio right here in LA. And my friends jumped him, because we jumping them in every city. And when they jumped him, he said the Trilateral Commission ain't done nothing. But the Trilateral Commission went to the president and had him set up the annual economic summit starting in '76, France. So when you listen to how your destiny of your country, they say, rides on that meeting, you wonder how Rowan could make such an allegation, but knowing as a Boule in Washington, D.C. Epsilon chapter, his goal is to never speak of the high, white, and mighty, whom the Boule, all 3,300, are sworn to protect. Yes, these brothers that we are pushing up against the wall have taken a sworn oath that they will never expose the whites that they know actually run the world. They, in ambition and in deference to liberation and respect of the race, have agreed to maintain the status quo of white supremacy, which has two levels of white supremacy: a local, limited, parochial side, the Ku Klux Klan, the Reardons, the Kenny Hans, the local clans, but has a powerful, more mighty upper crust, which probably would include Occidental Petroleum and Arco and Exxon and Mobil Oil and the Rockefeller Foundation and other influential, wealthy families and institutions. So what we're talking about is, why haven't you heard of those people who are in the secret society? It's because the people who you look to, who you would most suspect would tell you, have sworn that they never will. And because of that, that leaves the sub leadership, the other group of people that you like a lot, that leaves them to tell you, the heads of the various organizations as you know them. But if you listen to them, they have never said of these black men, for that they did not know. Which means that Malcolm, we know, knew of these men. We know Marcus Garvey knew of these men, because their crowning, most outstanding achievement was the physical elimination and castigation of Marcus Garvey, and the insistence and the climate setting that brought about the death of Malcolm X. For both of those men, international in perspective and insight, were a threat to the very whites that they're sworn to protect. You don't get killed for any other reason than jeopardizing the whites of the whites that run the world. Martin King, who was a Boule, met the bullet, not for the civil rights thing, but for the international war thing that got 2 Kennedy boys killed also. So we're looking at a group of men who have protected murderers. So what is the crime of this boule? As we allege, as many of them say, why do you step to my doorstep and accuse me of these things, of which I know not? But their so-called limited understanding is in fact defiance and woven into the oath that they swear that they will never even act like they know who these people really are. We have challenged these people on the radio, TV, in the street, on numerous occasions. Kurt Smoke, the mayor of Baltimore, Jesse Jackson, the head of the Rainbow Coalition, Cecil Murray, all the way down the line. These people that we have challenged have never been able to stand up and honestly turn around and say the truth to the matter. And we understand that. So our job is to come to you with the information so that you can make up your mind. There are several affirmations about this process that we must agree to. A Greek is a fraud.
Say it again.
A Greek is a fraud.
Say it again.
Now, there are a lot of people going to hear this all over the country. And they want to know, do you understand that a Greek is a fraud? So I want you to holler out if you think that a Greek is a fraud. A Greek is a fraud. Oh, let me try that one more time. You might not be ready because this is going to go to people all over the country. And they want to know, do you believe this? Because if you believe this, this comes to a certain conclusion that will produce other action, which you have affirmed. Is a Greek a fraud? Did the Greeks steal from Kemet? Yes. Okay. If the Greeks stole from Kemet and a Greek is a fraud, what then is the fate of those who have perpetrated the Greek in spite of the fact? Somebody finally caught on. Everybody hollered fraud. Okay, that's the crime, right? Somebody else gave a sentence. The suggestion is clear that the ebony 100 most influential ought to be -9. It ought to be the top 91. Because the 9 Greeks ought to back out while there's still time. I'm making a suggestion to the Greek connection, even to those in the room. You might be just an alpha or a sigma, or a zeta, or an AKA. You might just be a little Greek. But you're a Greek nevertheless. And soon you're gonna see. Because when someone tells me they're gonna back up or move on the boule, the first move you're gonna see on every telephone pole in LA is the Greek thing is dead. That's the first move you're gonna see. And all the Greeks, the Alpha, the Kappa, the Omega, and the Sigma, show you right. The AKA, the Zeta, the Sigma, Gamma, Rho, and the Delta. They will all be informed publicly. Please do not have a public manifestation of the Greek thing. Don't have a big dinner. Don't have a big reception. Don't put it in the paper that you're coming. Because I suggest to you that we're going to start to visit you at your things. That's right. And ask you to prove your Greek thing on the spot. In the back row will be the cameramen. Because everyone's going to need to see your faces when we show up. We might dress up like a Greek and act a little Greek so you can get a reflection of yourself. Right. I said clearly. You remember JFK? They was running around playing Roman. All right. So we make a suggestion that we're in the process of penetrating a group of circles, and that these circles are webs which are numerous organizations just beyond the boule. You see, we have done it right here in this room. We have asked members of Greek fraternities to show the handshake to the others in the audience. And on every single occasion, they have refused. And that goes to show that even though we may be in their best interests, there is a bridge that will separate us, which cannot be tolerated when we're under attack. We did the lecture Africa 93. We showed that the white man is pushing colonialism without hesitation, and he's saying it publicly and openly. And under those circumstances, deviation can't be tolerated. So some of you who have asked, what can you do, will be asked, can you go to the big white hotels where the Greeks give the other Greeks their money? Can you go down there with me on the night, Friday night, when they got the big dinner? See if we can get some answers for this Greek thing. Hold up some pictures of Greek and ask them, which one is their daddy? Or hold some pictures of some fallen Cometians, or Kibalans, or Azanians, and ask, do you support the ones that did this? We must confront our people, for it is our people that have tolerated the jam that we're in, and these people are at the top of our people, as a guarantee from white people. Yes, the whites guarantee the Boule prosperity and notoriety. I'm telling you, we have put a lot of pressure on these people. Turned a lot of them into flat tires. I saw one of the tires blown up last week in the LA Times, trying to put air back in a tire we flattened for supporting the Boule. Check. This is the founder of the Boule, Henry Minton. If this was color, you'd see he's light, almost white. Because in the early aspects of the organization, there was a lot of that. Henry Minton is the founder and so-called pioneering spirit. Brother was kind, knowing I needed a point, of the organization Sigma Pi Phi. The head man of the organization is called the Grand Sire Archon. A-R-C-H-O-N is what a member is called after they have been inducted. They're an Archon. He was the Grand
Demon
from 1908 to 1909. Then became Grand Sire Archon Emeritus. The Grand Sire Archon is the head of the national Boule. The head of the local Boule is called Sire Archon.
So do y'all hear what they saying? These, no disrespect, these Negro Greeks, they're calling themselves the, what mama said again?
If you go back to the etymology, it means demon.
The etymology of Archon means demon. They call themselves head demons and grand demons. Y'all ain't listening to me, man. Let's go.
So the head of the LA chapter is Sire Archon. A member in any Boule is called just Archon. So if Archon is a member, Sire Archon is the local head, Grand Sire Archon is the only head, the titular head. The Grand Sire Archon and those other top positions of the Boule have absolute and supreme authority over every Boule chapter, which are called subordinate chapters. Every subordinate chapter of the Boule is compelled to respond to the wishes of the Grand Sire Archon and the executive committee. This is a discussion about what Minton was thinking about in 1904 when he wanted to set up the organization. This is from the history of Sigma Pi Phi. That's the history book of the organization. The history of Sigma Pi Phi. It's written by an alpha named Charles Wesley, who wrote that history book for A5A as well. Didn't he? Didn't he? And then the alpha's here. And yes, okay, he did write it, yes. In that, he said, in summary, Minton wanted to create an organization which would partake, in his own words, of, quote, the tenets of Skull and Bones at Yale. Now, in the July 18th article on Skull and Bones, on the Boule in the LA Times, and I'm going to show you the original article. that we first found on the subject, and I want to show you what it says, because in the article, you get the impression. I just want to, when they say skull and bones in Yale, that's what they're talking about. That's the logo for skull and bones in Yale. Now, who would want to be having back to that? Because that doesn't look positive to me. Now, you're already a damn Greek. Now you went and got some poison. So that's a double header. Yeah, I'm looking for you this opening article. Here we go. This is a little hard to see when I'm up here, so it's a little difficult. Let me take this off. It's a little warm in here. It's even warmer up here. This is the original LA Times article. Everybody see that? Did you see that? When it ran in 1990? You did see it? No, you didn't see it. That's July 18th, 1990. Elite fraternity widens agenda of black men. This is the original article that came out on the Boule that we just casually discussed here at the Good Life, which led to this penetration. Because by the time Brother Oswald gets up and starts decodifying a little of that symbolism, you will see that we have in fact cracked a riddle that has contained our people. Our people have been contained by an organized element of secret people who have used riddles, mysteries, and secret societies to jam us. And what we are doing is we are unlocking or decodifying the mystery, because once decodified and exposed, those who are secret in the light will not be as effective, which must be our goal, since liberation is not theirs. You can't liberate as a Greek. You can't liberate in the name of Greece. So you may, everybody say, well, you know, Steve is really a black thing. It may be, but you ain't gonna liberate called 8 by 8. Now, watch this. Now come the men of Sigma Pi Phi, a once secret black fraternity, that celebrates the professional and material success of black men. Have we had much material success? Well, anyway, you can just see how they spend their time. They have big, every year, they have big picnics, big annual picnics every chapter. We need to find the park where the new chapter, the LA chapter meets at, because they're going to have a big picnic somewhere, preferably in the Greek neighborhood. We have to find where they're going to be at, so we can go to the picnic. Don't you want to go to the Boule picnic? Known as Boule, pronounced Boule. The group is here. See, Boule, B-O-U-L-E. Known as the Boule, the group is here this week for its biennial meeting and its look at an agenda for the black male in the 90s. Now, Louis Sullivan, who is head of Health and Human Services, is a Boule member. In fact, a little later on, you'll see him talking about him speaking. It's not in this one, it's in the other one. Where he's speaking, there's talking about Louis Sullivan's name right there. U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services, Louis Sullivan. Well, this was about assisting a young black male. Says, I'm focusing more on social activism. Too many young black men, said the civil rights group, are underemployed, alternatively feared, and reveled, and living at a risk. So they're going to help young black men. So how did Louis Sullivan try to help young black men? The National Violence Initiative. He sought to chemically bust their skulls open and penalize them for being chemically imbalanced, which means they were disturbing the Greeks. How many of you all saw ABC last night? I asked everybody to watch the program
which was talking about the violence initiative. And did you see the story after that too, which was just as deep? The sister from Chicago working for the Koreans, paid by the United Way, just like we talked about on the radio. And there was a white man saying that we're not going to let certain prisoners out of jail until we prove they're chemically balanced. Now you imagine you done done your time and the motherfucker telling you you 40 degrees off balance. Oh brother, this is deep. This sounds funny, but if we don't get together and kick some ass, they're gonna cut all us open. We all gonna be walking around like this here. We act a little like this now, only we do the bunking. Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This I thought was interesting. Almost sounds accidental. Like Yale Skull and Bones, secret society to which George Bush belongs, the Boule has been criticized by some as a social anachronism and has challenged members to change its image. Like Yale Skull and Bones secret society. You see, when you hear that, that almost sounds like, it's probably like Yale Skull and Bones. But then, when you actually see that it isn't just like it, it was made like it. You see what she did? You see how the article kind of hid the fact that it was pledged to be like Skull and Bones at Yale. See, like Yale Skull and Bones, it doesn't say patterned off of or found on the tenets of. It doesn't affirm it as well as we found it when we got the damn book. You see, someone said, well, brother, now we got the article. What more will we need to look for? Is that once someone that we don't like writes something, we know there are 10 times more things there once we get it. Anybody that look at anything, I try to look over it because my eyes look for different things. And all of these people together. Now, I must tell the story again for the record, for those who don't know. I lectured at Morgan State. I left here in Los Angeles, went to Morgan State in Baltimore, gave a lecture. Back Christian Gregory, who was just in the jet, Dick Gregory's son, was the head of the student government there, brought me there to Morgan State. I did the little piece on the Boule. A sister in the audience heard the lecture, went to her teacher, who was asking her to write a term paper. She said, I'm going to write it on the Boule and Skull and Bones, because I heard you got mentioned at the lecture hall. And he said, well, I'm in the Boule, I can't wait to see it. He asked to take her to lunch. He's a very nice looking sister. He asked to take her to lunch. She called me up. I come back to LA. She called me here in LA at the hotel. Asked me what should she do. I asked her if she could have lunch with him without lifting up her skirt. Because that's what the Boule wanted. Wanted the Boule. So, sister proudly called that she had gotten a history book from him, which has a huge blue cover. It's coated in blue. Their colors are blue and white. It's a big blue color. We know blue as the color that represents the lower lodges of Freemasonry. Those are the blue lodges, the 1, 2, 3 lodges. And we know the tenet that holds the blue lodge together is the code of silence. That's what holds the blue lodge together. That's all they learned. The secrets have not really been taught them because they're not taught to them till later on, but they think they know. But the 1, 2, 3 lodge is about testing their ability to keep the damn mouth shut. All right, you give me a check on that. That's why the United Nations is called the Blue Helmets. That's why the police are the men in blue or the blue lights. Because that's what and that's why their organization is called the Fraternal Order of Police. And I don't know what Willie Williams thinks, but if you take a white boy that's been my enemy, that supported Gates, supported every beating of your head every time, and make that asshole motherfucker deputy mayor, or the brother. That's right. I'm telling y'all in big trouble. Y'all excuse my language. But I wanted to emphasize the danger of the head of the Fraternal Order of Police becoming deputy mayor for public services. That's right. You might not care about politics, and I don't either. They're all whores. That's right. But we better not let them turn a trick and one of them legs kick us in the face. So for no other reason, do do it for that reason. Boule is a Greek word designating a council of community leaders who advise kings. Now a question ought to come up. I understand what a counselor does, but who the fuck is the king? Now we have a tape where, you all remember the book called Black Power? It's written by who? And Charles Hamilton. Very good. Charles Hamilton, 4 years after he wrote Black Power, joined the Boule. As he then went and started making $100,000 with the Rockefeller Foundation. He went on Bob Law's show recently in New York, and the Coakleyite in the bowels of Brooklyn, Harlem, and the other bowels of New York jumped him on the Bob Law show about this Boule thing. And they misstated the challenge by saying, I think it's a Latin word. And he said, yeah, it's a Latin word. But we know it's Greek. He gave them the decoy. They said, who is the king that you serve? And he said, I don't really know nothing about that king thing. We don't serve any king. I mean, we have meetings and stuff, but we don't know of any king. Well, why then do you call yourself that? In your own history book, you will see that you call yourselves the advisors to the king. And the question comes up, if it ain't so, why do you say so? But see, basically, they don't think you have the information. Oh, just for the record, the day the Boule was founded, for those of you who do numerological analysis, now I know some of you are into the numbers. The historic date of the founding of the Boule, for the record, is May 15, 1904. That is the birth date of Sigma Pi Phi, and it should be written indelibly on the memory of all members in the fraternity. This day was for Boule its Founders' Day. On this day, the decision was made to establish this first of the fraternities for college graduates. This date, or the date of the May meeting nearest May 15th, has been celebrated as Founders' Day. Now, if you all were at AMU one night, that we did a lecture called L.A. Boule Coup d'etat Implications, where I talked about the coup d'etat and the JFK movie and about the Boule, and there was a guy sitting in the front row who was in the Boule. That's right. And he said to the audience that he doesn't even read his history book. But we know from the history book that every chapter must review the history book during the month of May. But again, they never count on you having the history book, so they don't answer you as if you know. They answer as if you don't know or never know. That's why they don't like us like they do. Because we're arming you and putting you in a position to demand answers to questions that they never expected they'd have to give up. That's right. This is compelling. We're going to look at some codified things that they talk about. There's some funny things they say. From their history book, there's another dialogue we want to look at. This is, as you can see, history of Sigma Pi Phi. As you see, I write on my stuff. The things you read, write on, talk to it, hold it for a while. Quit throwing it away as soon as you get it. In your house, there's a lot of pressure not to be junky. You'd rather be dead than junky. You'll be dead because you won't read and study, and you don't study because you don't store it. How can you study unless you store it? So because you have pressure to be neat and cool and clean and look like ultra sheen, you throw away the information and fight the dust busters. I suggest your houses need to get slightly more junky. That's right. As you start taping on the wall the information so you can study it, sleep it, dream it, wish it. Pray for the right that you're given the axe the night we have to slay Goliath's head. Pray you get a slash. That's right. Your children are going to ask you, Mama, Daddy, where were you when the liberation came down? Were you in on the victory? That's right. Have something to tell your children. Sure. Page 38 of the history book. In the building of the organizational plan. See, what was the niggas thinking about? That's right. What was the niggas thinking? Because you gonna sit up in 1904, just got your ass whipped in Reconstruction, just had Africa divided up before your very eyes, colonialized up the butt, just after the fake emancipation, Civil War, slavery, some still in slavery. You can't pee in a white toilet, you can't eat in a white restaurant. This is fucking 54 years before Rosa Parks. You understand what period we in? We talking about you got to lean way over to go Greek. There ain't even no radio or TV yet, so somebody had to tell you about them. You couldn't even read about them. You couldn't see nothing about them and get nothing about them. There was no TV and no radio in 1904. So when you talking about you gonna set yourself up like tenants of Skull and Bones in Yale, you better believe somebody in around this boule, and we checking on this history of Minton, may have been a Skull and Bones in Yale as damn self. Asking for what? In the building of the organization plan, reliance was placed upon Greek history and traditions. And they're gonna tell you, ask the niggas in that. I say, now look, hey, in the fraternity and sorority thing, hey, y'all really Greek or y'all like African on the slide? They say, no, brother, it's really African.
White Chevrolet walking cars can't get out.
Is that you, brother? Check. Okay, we straight. Thank you, sister. And so, this is the first of the Greek thing. This is the granddaddy of the Greek thing. Here it is that we see that they placed how much on it? The organizational plan, reliance was placed on Greek history. So when you confront them, they gonna swear it ain't a Greek thing. And you gonna tell them, say, well, I seen your thing, and I know your thing is Greek from the jump. And no subordinate boule, archon, can ever deviate from the structure and the guidelines laid down by people in the organization higher than them. Never does a private disrupt the sergeant, who does not fuck with the lieutenant, who does not contradict the general, who does not talk back to the major, and how many stars a general you are, don't talk against the president. So when you're in a hierarchy, you are controlled from the top down. The bottom could be honest people, but they must do what the top tell them. That's the deal. So if you're in the army, you know it's someone over you. Even if you colon pot. Colon. I'm holding my colon. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna need some water. Okay. Let's see if I can tighten that up a little bit. Okay. The reasons for this action are not difficult to discover, for it was well known that the study of Greek civilization was basic to an acquaintance with Western civilization. Which means, what do that say? Say, we better learn Whitey if we're going to get with Whitey. Check? And all who came after them is Whitey on the slide. Somebody get mad and throw their rings back and shit and reveal all the secrets. But you have been told that the other members will beat you if you do. And I tell you now, if one of you break away from them funky fake Greek organizations and someone even threatens you, please tell me, we will show them the law. That's right. The law. That's right. This ain't Constitution, this is the law. Acquaintance with Western civilization. Although Greek culture had relations with the culture of the Orient, hold it now. Seemed like they skipped over somebody. Let me go back. You see, this might not just be an affirmation of Greek, but this is a denial of Africa. This is more than just, I'm for this. This is, I must not even recognize any other. Thou shalt worship no idols before the Greek.
Yeah.
Right. And then go jump over to the Orient. Ain't that some shit? Look at this shit. There it is. Let me go back. The reasons for this action are not difficult to discover, for it is known that the study of Greek civilization was basic to an acquaintance with Western civilization, although Greek culture had relations with the culture of the Orient. Moreover, the Greeks were successful in their creation of free institutions. Were the Greeks successful in building free institutions? In fact, in the story on Colonialism is Back and Not a Moment Too Soon, they bragged that the Greeks were the first colonialists. The first colonialists. Moreover, the Greeks were successful in their creation of free institutions and of organized city-states. Those were colonial states. They organized colonies. They forced people to serve them. They turned it over to the Roman. Reference was made repeatedly by Dr. Jackson and his 5 associates. There were 6 members in the starting of the Boule. 6 members in the starting of it. Isn't that strange they took such a number? Couldn't have found us another one. It was in this, Dr. Jackson and his 5 associates to the heroic and early age of Greece. It was this period that the concept of the Boule was formed. This was the council of chiefs, the leading noblemen of the heads of families. The Boule of Homeric times was a body of princes who were advisory to the king. So when we asked them who's the king, they said, well, where'd you get that from? In Cirone's time, the Achaean Boule was a senate of elected men who numbered 400. 100 from each of the 4 Ionic tribes. They prepared bills for the action of the popular ecclesia. Their number was later increased to 500, chosen by lot, and again was reduced to 300. The name has persisted in Grecian history. In modern times, the lower house of the Parliament of Greece, a body of 250, was known as the Boule in modern times. The what house? Lower house. Lower. What does that mean by definition? That there's somebody on the second floor, these niggas on the first floor. That means that when we talk about that they take the position of being a Grecian sphinx, we understand they're blocking for another person who got the ball. And that's the mystery to the Boule as to why they will never own up who really has it, because they think if you don't know who got the ball, you won't know what to tackle. So their goal is to knock you down and to show that their white man can score touchdowns. In England, House of Lords, House of Commons, the Senate, the Congress, the owner of the plantation, the overseer. Understand this. Understand. Imagine you're on a plantation and there's a guy on a horse with a whip making sure you're working. And never thinking about who's in the house and never seeking to overthrow what they know was illegal. Counselors had to pass an examination in which their past lives were passed in review. We know that in Skull and Bones at Yale, when you do your initiation, you have to lay in a coffin butt naked. And you have to talk about your past lives, and everyone has to hear compromising stories about yourself that you tell other members to protect you from ever getting out of line. That's right. You seal your secrets in all the members. So there's a lot of homosexuality going on. I know Erwin France, who's a big-time Boule in Chicago, is big-time homosexual. Big time. Big time. An oath was taken to observe the laws, to give advice according to his best power, and to examine his successors with fairness. Anyway, that's interesting. Let's go back over here a second. We don't want to appear as if we were remaining above the problems of most black people. We know we didn't get here solely by the dint of our own hard work. We owe a lot of people, and we have to give back to our brothers and sisters. So you already know that they say they owe you. Right. Now you just knew who they were, so you can collect. Now the first Boule chapter, the first Boule chapter, oh yeah, but we got it all. We got it. This is from the rostrum of Sigma Pi Phi, and this talks about the date, not the date, but the order. Every chapter is named after a Greek letter of the alphabet. When they finish, they start the alphabet over with alpha. And then, after you run out of alphas, you go into beta alpha and beta beta. Now, see that they run out of letters, you think they go get some Kemetic shit or something, you know? Since they ain't got enough Greek letters to hold on. Now, imagine you had an organization in Philly, Chicago, Baltimore, Washington, New York, St. Louis, Kansas City, Detroit, Atlanta, Columbus, Northern New Jersey, Houston, Los Angeles, Minneapolis, Congo, Arkansas, Pittsburgh, Dayton, Cleveland, Charleston, Nashville, Tuskegee, Louisville, New Orleans, Virginia, Berkeley, Cincinnati, Dallas, Tallahassee, Indianapolis, Oklahoma. You see what I'm saying? These niggas got somebody in every city and they still ain't doing shit for the people. You have no organization in America in that many damn cities. But now you got 3,000 of the wealthiest black men of your race aligned in every city, including Liberia, Monrovia, and Don Bosco Great. If one Boule in every one of them cities told on a white man, you'd be in better shape. First chapter was Philadelphia. Started in 1904 in Philadelphia. Second chapter, Chicago. Daniel Hale Williams, first man to do a heart surgery. He was one of the founding members of the Chicago Boule. Percy Julian, T.K. Lawless, many of the famous doctors were also Boule members. Third chapter started in Baltimore, the Carey family. Anybody from Baltimore, you know about the Careys and Carringtons. Fourth chapter went to Memphis, Tennessee. Fifth chapter was Washington, D.C. Carter G. Woodson, Ernest Just, Elaine Locke. Carter G. Woodson evolved. Yep. He was the Negro before he wrote about the using of the Negro. He wanted revenge. He later wanted to tell about what being a Negro was about.
I'm telling you.
Because the whole thing's in the Boule. If you get to take black and Jewish relations, and you should, in different times I mentioned tapes, you might want to slide to the table and try to grab them, because they ain't going to be there, especially after I finger the tape. In the black and Jewish relations, remember we talked about how when the Jewish-Black alliance developed, that it was wealthy Jewish people and college-educated blacks. There were no wealthy blacks. The first black millionaire was from Memphis, Tennessee, and he got it in 19...
Hey, I got to say this, Morris. Did y'all go back when he said Carter G. Woodson? When y'all look at a lot of brothers back in the days, they were real pale. They looked European. Even J.A. Rogers. Listen, man, I was doing a lecture on campus, right? This is true story. European be like, oh, they thought J.A. Rogers was a white person, this and that and the other. I'm like, yeah. Like they thought Pascal Beverly Randolph is a European. And I'm saying a lot of those brothers, they were part of the Skull and Bone. They passed for high yellow. I'm telling you.
Passed for white.
Yeah, they passed for white.
They could have passed for white.
And they could have. And a lot of that's how they was able to create those secret societies. But then they was able to teach a little bit. They was able to teach. And they wrote history. And now I'm in the flesh today showing us, man, come home. This is ours. I'm a real teacher. I'm organized just like all them churches and them fake things, man. We can have this huge. But let's finish.
1800, Robert Church. That was the first black millionaire. But you can see now, here's Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th chapter. LA is the 14th chapter. What do you call that in Greek? God. What do you call this? What? They get smarter. So that's what the LA chapter was. And as you can see, some of the later chapters coming in, Albany, Georgia, Tyler, Texas, now they started getting into even the smaller towns. Northern Illinois, Columbus, Georgia, San Jose, California. Let's look at some other California chapters. So you know people in those cities. There's Pasadena, Sacramento. Let's see here, San Francisco. Anymore? And there's Monrovia, Liberia. Because that's where they went to stop Marcus Garvey. You had to have Boule in Monrovia. You're going to stop Marcus Garvey over there. San Diego, Seattle nearby, Oakland, Berkeley. in Los Angeles. So you can get an idea of what they have. They're now, I think at this time there were about 90 chapters. They're now into the 100th chapter. Their rostrum, we have the list of all of their names. This is what their rostrum says on the inside. This directory has been prepared to serve as an important and useful source of information and data for subordinate boulets and for individual archons, and to facilitate the communication processes within the fraternity. It is for the exclusive use of the members of Sigma Pi Phi fraternity, and it is not for public scrutiny. It is not to be duplicated whole or in part for distribution outside the fraternity. Sigma Pi Phi ended 1990 with a total of 3,245 members and 94 subordinate boulets. It talks about recent chapters bringing in. So remember, you're hearing not because they wanted to. Somebody says, well, how could they be so bad? They've never been secret. When you can look at their list of names, they tell you. They give every member a list of names. And they tell that member, you better not tell nobody. And this is their directory. This is the names of every Boule member in the country. And if you look at the list, you need to see how thorough this is. This is why they're scared. Every Boule list has their home address on it. Every Boule member, we can knock on their door and visit them personally. To get a that is called T. Roy. 3116 Benzendine Street, Northwest, Washington, D.C. This is the Washington, D.C. list. There's C. Crane Lucas. He's at Africa. He was one of them Shaft in that. He was at the Shaft in Africa meeting. The Black Summit, which was financed by the Ford Foundation, which we proved helped kill Malcolm X. What's that address? 4241 Matheson Drive, Northwest. Here's Bernie Jordan. Nigga in the White House. Here's Ron Boule Brown. Oh, he on the other page. Let's see. Yeah, he's on the B's. He's on the page before this. So you can see that the Boule don't want this type of information public because it's all inclusive. So you understand that when we say we're asking them something, you understand how many options we have. Give you LA. As soon as you know why, I'm gonna show you. Show you right. This is the author of the Boule is Charles Wesley. That's another book he wrote. The author of the Boule history book, Charles Wesley, also wrote that book.
Life and Legacy.
Anybody ever heard of that guy? Yeah. Yes. Chris Hall, show you right. Chris Hall Nation. All right, we need to ask them. Yeah.
Life and Legacy. Charles H.
Chris Hall Nation. Man, we ain't got to get stuff in the place. Just when we ask you a question, we want to answer. Someone asked they wanted to see Ron Brown's address. There's Ron Brown's address. 722 Unicorn Lane, Northwest Washington. And the secret group that financed the summit in Africa, that's the vice chairman of the International Self-Help Institute, Andrew Brewer. You saw him on that list. There's Clifford Alexander, former secretary to the Army. You might have remembered him from the Carter administration. Now, there's a series of things I want to lay up here for you. Everybody all right? It's a little tedious, so you got to hang with me. This is our last night. And I want to make sure we got everything going right. Now, watch this. Now, let's imagine, what's our goal? One of our goals ought to be to sneak in the night they're having a Boule ceremony. You know, initiation. One thing that is not in the history book is the ritual. I need to tell you this, because one day I'm going to come back and say, I got it. I'm going to say, I got it. I got it. We're trying now to get the ritual process. You can see here, there's a clue to something about the ritual here. Right in the home. We're going to check it. Get in the goat, huh? Get Look at this. Archon Wesley was in charge of the initiation, of whom it was said, quote, he always succeeds in impressing upon the candidates for membership the dignity and solemnity of such an occasion. It is, y'all gotta let me do the talking. I don't have no amplification, I gotta shout over. It is of interest to observe that the dress of the Archons who composed the initiation team was most impressive. They were robed in Greek costume, and each had a fillet around his head. Now, what is a fillet? Little headband or something? What's a fillet? Little leaf thing? All right. Okay. Or you're blindfolded. Or you're blindfolded. Very good. Very good. And it says they were robed in what kind of costume? So don't let them tell you they ain't in no Greek thing. When you say, nigga, when you walked across the sands, you wore a robe. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, they were robed in Greek costume. Don't forget that. Robed in. We need to, and that means every one of them in that closet got a Greek outfit. Check? Yeah. All right. That's going back to what a boule is. All right. Now. Here it is, the cover of the history book. That's the cover of the history book. That's what the cover of the history book looks like. The history of Sigma Pi Phi. As you can see, right, the first of the Negro American Greek letter fraternities by Charles Wesley, and that was the anniversary issue. We have found about 3 or 4 different versions of the book as it's been updated. We have a 55 version, we got a 69 version, and we got an 83 version. So we're constantly trying to keep up with them. As fast as they get them, we try to steal them. We're doing our best to keep you up with them as fast as possible. Now, I need to show you, I thought this was interesting. This is the boule when it was founded in Memphis. You can see that they use esoteric symbolism sometimes as they put the triangle behind them. Now that was the Memphis chapter when it started. I thought that was a little interesting that they aligned themselves like that. Look like what? You see they all light on the page. But that's about what we would suspect. Now we know.
Let me show y'all. That's the picture he talking about right here. I'm telling y'all, when I go through all my files, I got so much stuff on files, man. I've been doing this for a long time. When I tell y'all, we got to teach ourselves and come together. I promise you this, man, but that's the picture. I got them, man, I did this stuff on campuses, man. So people know who you are. No doubt. Let's go.
We know that that wasn't a Greek symbol. Okay? We know, you just even take the book by Brother James, Brother George James, Stolen Legacy. And if you just look into the index at the front of his book and start looking at certain things that he says in the index, you will dispute all of the tenets that are listed in the Boule history book. In other words, in the Boule history book, it talks about Aristotle was the first to do this. Plato was the first to do that. Socrates did this, right? You can take Brother George James's book, who may have died a Masonic death. Yes, who died a Masonic death. And just look at the opening part of his book. You must get the book, because this book will assist you in this exposing to the Boule why they are a fraud and a fake. And you can do it by using this book, and he talks to you in the book about why he did the book and what was his desire for doing it. And If you have no rationale of your own, use his. Consequently, this step of the African legacy by the Greeks led to the erroneous world opinion that the African continent has made no contribution to civilization and that it is a people are naturally backward. This is a misrepresentation that has become the basis of race prejudice, which has affected all people of color. That's it. So if you don't want to check it for no other reason, understanding that doing the Greek thing magnifies and plays into the dominant element that subjugates our people worldwide, that we were an inferior people. You with that? Yeah. Get some check on it then. Yeah. All right. Now, let me see what I got here. I say this is a little hard to do because it's hard lining them up.
I got to show y'all something.
Let's see here.
I already got to show y'all. When we talk about stolen legacy, right here. Right here. By George G.M. James. And then get the book Signs and Symbols of the Primordial Man by Albert Churchward. I'm telling you, man, it's right here. The Negro been keeping you in a shallow grave. The copy copied you. I'm right here, man. Come on, man. Come home, brothers. Tell the truth. Islam. Let me finish. These are signs and symbols. This our craft.
This is another little picture about skull and bones. This is from, I want to show this because this is from the covert action, when they did something on skull and bones. But they mentioned that in the CIA, there was a thing called a bone cell. In other words, you take the CIA, and they're a secret group, and then you double seal a secret. You set up a mission, say we're going to kill Malcolm X. You set up a mission where not only are they CIA, but they may be double webbed into another organization that compels double secrecy. You with me? So now you're trying to protect the secret and you're welding it 2 times. You're putting a double lock on it. So when we saw that spy story that had come out, about the spy story that had come out in the Memphis Commercial Appeal, when we saw the spy story, we saw that there were numerous black men who were in on the spy story, who in fact were also Boule members, which means that they may have been a cell. And that is important to us because that means you're double sealing a mission. And we have to keep up on that level. Now looking for a certain something I want to drop up here and show you right now. This is an old Boule journal. They have a magazine called the Boule Journal. That's what the old Boule journal looked like. Then came a later version of the Boule journal to look like that. As they're constantly redoing their fronts, this is the founding of the DC chapter. Look at those names. If anybody's in here on Omega, you'll see Ernest Just, Carter G. Woodson, E. Prince Tyson, E.C. Williams, Garnett Wilkerson, Milton Francis, John Francis, Kelly Miller, Charles West, Ernest Just, James Cobb, Robert Terrell, Roscoe Bruce, Bonzo. Just every chapter usually has a picture in the history book like this of the members when they formed that chapter. Again, for their own history, for their own group, allowing each of them to protect what is important to them, which is their tradition. This is a very important thing for them. Of course, we know that there's a group of them. They work in and out of a group. We know, as we look later, that they work off the number 9. That the 9 number includes the 4 male.
So I'm gonna stop that right there, because I want to explain something. When I say, let me turn this camera towards myself. When he said they operate on a 9, but then again, people really don't explain how I tell y'all. One of the Masonic secrets is they take everything that's righteous and they turn it and make it evil to draw you off your own science. Watch this. Hold on. I'm glad he said that too, because let me see. Do I got my African Hika book? Hold on. I want to make a statement. I want to show you guys something, because every time people say things, I want to illuminate it to show you that we're in the flesh and we got to take the science to a higher level. So let me find, where's my supreme well, not my supreme mathematics, but it's the African Hebrew. You know what I'm talking about, Isis? It's a black book. It says, let me see. It's black and green on it. Hold on, Morris. I got it. Now watch this. Now watch I break something down. When I tell y'all, man, the only way you're gonna learn real Moorish science is from a real adapt and a person that's gonna teach you and not gonna lie to you. I'm never gonna do that to you, man. I'm gonna always give you science. So remember I told you one of the Masonic secrets is always reversing things and putting things right in your face. And people have no idea. So, just like when I be seeing goofball dudes that call themselves sheiks, and one of these goofball sheiks that got a TV show, and I don't have to say names, I'm gonna tell it how it is. They made a statement one day talk about, oh, that's just crazy, like putting a circle in a square. And I'm like, everybody that's following that, they should automatically stop following that, because that's no science. You can't put the circle in a square in a so-called swastika. If you understand your compass, but see, most Negroes just be doing outward symbology and don't understand this is our science. Negroes be playing. I'm telling you, man, it's no fact. I mean, it's no lie. We dealing with people that just entertainment. How can a person that call himself a sheik say some noise that say that's stupid, just like putting a circle in a square? Because I kept it. Somebody sent it to me and I got it. So if they ever say they didn't say that, I'll pull it right back and say, explain it. Now, you can be sincerely wrong, but if you sincerely wrong, you got to come back and make it right. If you're not sincerely wrong and you lying to the people, then I have a problem with you. And then to say you an adept, and then to wear the regalia as an adept, man, you can't just make yourself know an adept, and you don't understand that the circle and the square both have 360 degrees. That's elementary science. I broke this down years ago. And so how Negro can say they an adept and they a part of something and they a leader of something that you don't even know elementary science? That's asinine. Got me pissed to the highest pistivity. You don't know no signs and symbols. You don't know what the hell you're looking at. You don't know what nature really means. You don't know what arithmetic means, what algebra really means, what geometry really means, what trigonometry really means, what calculus really means, what mathematical logic really means when we're using binary algebra, which studies the logic and reason, statistics, which studies speculation and probability, which is belief. You're not a scientist because you're basing everything on a belief system. You follow people that don't even study. Mathematics is an intellectual and scientific tool created, invented by African people for the purpose of systematically studying, learning, and comprehending nature. That's the Quran. And since studying and learning and understanding understanding mathematics, you understand that it is the intellectual tool used for studying nature. And there's fields of mathematics that correspond to every aspect of nature. But these Negroes playing with y'all. And in the broadest sense, nature consists of what? Space, vacuum, matter, energy, time, existence. 666 pertaining to us. That's 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. If you understand science, but most Negroes don't, you let somebody tell you 666 is the mark gonna be, and the mark gonna be. Don't understand nothing about the Baphomet. Don't understand nothing that's written Kabbalistically. Temp, Hov, Av, Abba. Everything about you, they try to reverse it on you and make it ugly. But it's all pious hieroglyphics. I'm telling you, just like they made the Tasmanian, everything evil. They make everything evil. No disrespect, because everywhere the European went, they destroyed it. They sent the indigenous people to some damn cold place, Nova Scotia. I'm telling you history. I don't give a damn who get mad at me. You ain't got to follow me. I'm giving you history. Everything I say, I can get it right out their libraries. Point blank, all about history. Show you we written all through history, all in the Netherlands. We there, baby. Moorish Americans. I don't know what nobody thought. You got these goofballs, she just making garbage and people following these liars. Algebra studies the formulas and equations of nature. So how are you going to say you an adept and you say you can't put that stupid like putting a circle in a square? You're not an adept. You a fraud. You a fraud. That's just flat out. That's elementary right there. Geometry and trigonometry, it studies the spaces, shapes, and forms of nature. Calculus studies the changes over time in nature. You failed that in high school, but I bet you if you take it with me, you will pass with high flying colors. Because I'm gonna relay this all to you. I'm gonna teach your babies that this is about you. That's what I'm gonna teach you. Even the mental faculties of humans are studied in fields such as mathematical logic. Can you give me some more water, cousin? I think my cup's nowhere. Using binary algebra, which studies logic and reason. Let me get some tea too, please. And stats, which studies speculation and probability. See, formal definitions of mathematics. It states that the mathematics is the scientific and systematic treatment and study of quantity, magnitude, multitude, form, structure, space, change, using symbolic objects to discover patterns, find solutions, determine conclusions, and establish truth, using rigorous deductive reasoning. And then somebody say they study the supreme mathematics. I say the supreme mathematics ain't just breaking down A to Z and 1 to 10, talk about zigzag, zig and all that. Okay, but you ain't using it to relate it to life. You don't understand what supreme mathematics really consists of. You just talking. You just talking and reciting something. I promise you. The etymology of the word mathematics. What's the etymology of the word mathematics? Watch this. Negroes don't even know, but then they'll sit up here and play the game, talk about it. The etymology of the words. Because mathematics is a deeper word, because we didn't have words, we had signs and symbols. So I'm gonna illuminate everything. That's why I'll be laughing at these Negroes with this Greek stuff. I say, man, you have no idea. The etymology of the word mathematics comes from the Greek word mathema. Mathema meaning to learn or to think, to have one's mind aroused, to be wise, wide awake, and lively. The suffix, the tic, is the shortened version of the Greek word techne or tikhne, T-E-K-H-N-E, as in technique. In the words mathematics means system, process, method, art, craft. And the etymologically sense of the word mathematics is the art of thinking, systematic learning, or thought process. See? You see what I'm saying? And you let these goofballs just get y'all caught up in their religion. Oh man, I'm a 5%. Yeah, but okay, I can't tell. We ain't doing nothing. We going around acting like you black, the black man this, and we ain't black. We ain't coming together. And I tell y'all, this is the United of Asia. What the hell we waiting for? Negro still on some set tripping. Like this gang banging. This is the United of Asia. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. If you want some, I'll rock with this and I rock with this religion and this, man, just don't be, you can't rock with me. I don't even have to go all in with the mathematics. That's right. It cannot be proven that the number 2 exists in reality. If you can prove that the number 2 exists in reality, show me. But it can be proven that based on the definition of what the number 2 represents. Examples can be found in reality that correspond to what? To what the number 2 represents by definition. I hope y'all following me. And the same is true for all mathematical objects. And the best and most efficient mathematical object are those concepts and ideas whose symbols closely correspond to the real phenomenon that they intend to represent. I can go all deep with this science. That's why African mathematical objects include many of the gods and goddesses like Ta, they like to call Pa with the P-T-A-H, Re or Ra, Tahuti, Ma'at, Hika, which is supreme mathematics, and their association to signs and symbols. Man, I'll break these signs and symbols down right here to these Negroes that talk about they some adepts and they some this, God's earth following something. I say, well, what you looking at right here? I bet you none of y'all can break none of these symbols down. I bet you none of them. When I talk about this 9 to the 9 to the 9th power, I bet you none of y'all. Most of the Negroes be playing that y'all don't know what these signs and symbols represent. Have no idea. But we talk that talk. They take all our, like in masonry, they take the distress symbols. All this in the medical field, all your signs and symbols. This the circle, 90, 90, 90, 90. Y'all ain't listening to what the hell I'm talking about. They're going to circle in the square. It's together, ain't it? They're going to circle in the square. I'm going to break it down for you. They're going to circle in the square. What these goofballs talking about, y'all? That's examples of African mathematical objects. First, I'm going to show you the examples of modern mathematical objects. Here go the modern, right here. Look at it. So you tell me where it comes from. Look, this is the modern. And then I'm going to show you examples of African mathematical objects. Bada boom, bada damn beam. Right in your face. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. And these goofballs talk about they some adepts. Talk about that. That's crazy, like putting a circle in a square. Hell yeah, I can put the circle in the square with ease. The fez is the circle. The graduation cap is the square. You ain't know that? Nope, because most of these Negroes didn't even graduate out of high school. They got the nerve to call themselves some adepts. Man, you just a nigga with a fez on. Take it how you want to. Take it how you want to. Now, if we gonna come through, it ain't just because you I did talking a whole bunch of pulling a whole bunch of old papers. That don't make you no damn adept because you got some a ribbon on that say adept. Man, go on with that garbage. I smell a fraud just like I smell a damn drunk. I don't care what you part of. That don't make no difference. You ain't teaching nobody nothing. Talk about something. Adept, talk about that's like putting a circle in a square. Like that's asinine to do that. No, that's very factual. That's an adept. That's a scientist that does that. You want me to go get my compass and square and show you? Hell, that's the point. What I'm saying, you can use the compass and square to do everything. If you call yourself a workman and a damn adept, you ain't no adept or nothing. You adept of your lips. Mathematics is the science in sciences. And the purpose of any knowledge is to use it and apply it. So how you say you got some science and some wisdom and you can't attract nothing to you and you want to bury it and lie to the people? Man, stop playing with me. The ability to replicate, model, manipulate, and control various aspects of nature using mathematics was known to the earliest Africans as Hika, which we call in our science our adapt wisdom. The House of Ali, when we talk about our voodoo. Y'all ain't listening. Hika is a concept, and it was used to represent the manipulation of the elements of nature. And Hika is often defined as magic. And magic is defined as the practice of producing a desired effect or result by techniques that enable humans to control forces of their nature. I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of stuff that I've been doing. Man, listen, Moorish. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all things. I got to show y'all. When people just be talking about stuff, see, I really do this, man. And see, I bring my own chair, my own table. I don't need to be at nobody's stuff. I am an elite. This is the practice. People come for me for advice. People just be posting stuff and don't know how to conjure things to themselves. I don't just talk about this, man. People don't understand stuff real. People don't think stuff real because we don't adapt to this life. Because we don't understand nature. We ain't connected to nature. We just like to use catchphrases. Oh, what's above is below. Everything on earth have to be in heaven. Well, what that mean then? Well, what do it mean? You ain't studying nothing. You don't know no voodoo. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't working out. Your body ain't your temple. You looking like Larry Home, flabby and sick. You about to eat a Hot Pocket right now, some jelly donuts. You don't give a damn. You like, I'm going to die anyway. Well, I'm going to die anyway. That's why I heard a goofball Negro say that. Well, I'm going to die anyway. Well, you ain't no more. You just playing. No discipline. No discipline. No discipline. No family. Not even family oriented. Right now, Negroes been off of work. They sad as hell to be at home with their empresses. These Negroes ain't did nothing. They ain't got no better shape. They be at home mad as hell. Negroes coming out of this looking like a damn grizzly bear. Point blank. You can get mad at me all you want to. I don't give a damn. Real talk, man. Somebody got to tell the truth. Magic is defined as the process of producing a desired effect or result by techniques that enable humans to control forces of nature. That's what the clemency is. The secret of psychic power. Or y'all think all this stuff is fake? Y'all think, what y'all think when we say psychic power, or y'all think psychic power is, oh, I know the damn, I'm finna give you the number to hit the lottery. That's what you think? That's what you think psychic power is? I got the magic number to the damn lotto? That's what Negroes think psychic power is. Psyche is power, and it's adapt wisdom, and it's alchemy. It's understand that you are the goal, perfecting yourself, attracting things to you. Nature agrees with nature. And once you agree with nature, then things start to evolve around you. The laws start to agree. Things around you becomes illuminated. You live illuminated. You're dedicated to what? Every damn thing. Everything. Y'all ain't listening.
Y'all don't hear me.
In modern terms, Moorish Hika and magic would be called engineering. Y'all got to understand what modern and paleo. When these Negroes be with this modern language, I said, man, you cannot transliterate Hebrew to English because it can mean 10 different things depending on the context. But Moors don't want to study. They just want to act like they know something and show their hand and then get their ass handed to them when the real scholar come. With linguistics, with etymology, with all the sources. To be like, you ain't look nothing up. You just regurgitating what somebody told you. A damn parrot. You a damn parrot. Engineers is defined as the process, man, you crazy. Engineer is defined as the process of acquiring and applying scientific and mathematical knowledge to design and develop inventions that realize a desired objective. When looking at the definition of engineering, magic, and hikamores, the relationship can be seen. And successfully practicing engineering, hika, or magic depends on what? Mathematics. So how these Negroes gonna say they can do something and they talk, I study supreme mathematics, and your finances all in shambles? You talk about you want to be a student and learn, I got to get my finances in shape. How? This is like you say you want to get in shape. I'm gonna wait till the beginning of the year. I'm gonna wait, what is it, the beginning of the year, and I'm gonna get in shape. That's not excuse. That's what Negroes be doing. I told y'all Negroes got more excuses than a nigga going to jail. That's why I know people in jail right now that know way more niggas in the streets and they free. And here these Negroes isolated. And I say, you free in the world. You got all the time to study. They isolated. But as soon as nigga get in trouble, they want to act like they righteous and call on their mamas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Want to get religious when you in trouble. No, man, this is who we are. We're noble men. Y'all ain't listening. Come on, man. When we get in trouble in jail, you calling your mama. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Don't y'all know the etymology of the word engineer? And how can these Negroes say they study supreme mathematics and they don't even know words and language? This is sad as hell to me. And then you have the nerve to say you an adept. Because I just start asking your sheik some questions and they don't know nothing. And I just shake their hand and walk away. Because that's the blind leading the damn blind. You might as well jump off the roof with them. The etymology of the word engineer come from the word engine or engine or engine, E-N-G-I-N, meaning a particular skill and cleverness. Are y'all understanding the word that I'm coming out of my mouth? That's why when I say I'm a savant, I'm a history and law and civics savant. I'm a savant. A savant is a learned person, especially a distinguished scientist. That's what I am. Proven. I have a particular aptitude, a natural ability to do things, to do something, or a particular subject at hand. Are y'all following me? And all these glorious words and all these glorious definitions and this nobility, why that can't be us? Why that can't be your brother that you look at? I bring my own chair and table anywhere. You looking at elite right here. That's the problem. When I see me, when I see you, I see another silverback. And if you're ready to learn, then we can all come together in this one body, many parts. But ingenium meaning skill and cleverness. And also the word ingenium. Ingenium, I-N-G-E-N-I-U-M, meaning inborn qualities or talent. And gene meaning to beget or to begot or to produce. And given the etymology of the word engineer and the definition of the word engineer as someone who practices hika or magic and the process mores of acquiring the ability, the scientific and the mathematical knowledge for the purpose of producing a desired effect. When we talk about the law of attraction, when I talk about the 7 Kemetic principles mores, when I talk about it's things that we should be able to agree on. See, it implies that this engineering ability is related to the genes, to the genetics, or certain inborn qualities. When they say, who sent you? What's that family name? That family name means something. This Goodman Bay means something, baby. Y'all don't know that? I come from royalty. It is also true that the ancient Africans viewed the ability to practice magic or hika, which is engineering with certain blood lineages or genetics. Are y'all listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth? I'm telling you, I'm giving you science. I ain't even got, let me see. Let me see. I got a couple more pages and I'm done. Because I want to set the atmosphere, to draw my brothers and sisters to the storehouse, for we can spread this message. Now watch this. In mathematics, Moorish, watch this. Watch this. In mathematics, Moorish, there is a field called pure mathematics. And also called, what else? Do y'all know what pure mathematics? What it's called also? Watch this. When these Negroes talk about, I deal with supreme mathematics, you don't deal with supreme nothing. You deal with supreme
donuts.
Thank you, mama. You deal with supreme donuts. Flat out. Flat out. You cannot deal with supreme mathematics and you don't know the language. Just like you call yourself a medical doctor and you don't know the terminology. Just like you call yourself a law professional or a law adept and you don't know the law language. Man, you will get not only your ass handed to you, but you will get everybody's ass handed to you when you come with that goofy ass colorable law stuff. Guaranteed. But pure mathematics, also called speculative mathematics, which is performing mathematics solely for the purpose of displaying eloquent logic and reason, which is ritual, without the intention of ever applying the mathematical concepts to the real world. What that sound like? Exoteric. Y'all ain't listening to me. That's exoteric. I told y'all you got exo and eso. I'm going to teach you. If you want to be taught and led, I'm only going to give you an intro. Y'all want that European alchemy? Them Europeans, man, I'm going to get you to the high science. This that high science. You should want all my books. I got all the science. I told y'all my books should be flying off the shelf. But other Europeans and all my colleagues that went to college with me got them. And Moorish, we got all these books by Europeans and Negroes that after they feel on their dying bed, as they get older, they want to tell the truth. I'm telling you the truth right now in the flesh of my youth. I don't got to be on my dying bed like, oh, I'm going to tell the truth now, or I'm going to reveal all the secrets. Man, please. If I say I got the keys of fallen humanity, it ain't nothing secret with me. It's sacred. But ain't nothing secret with me. It's sacred. And the people should be supporting what I'm doing. So I don't have to worry about nothing. I'm telling you, man, when I'm going, and can't nobody say nothing about what I'm doing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because right now, Moorish have the opportunity for us to build something that nobody can destroy. How? From the ground up. That's why it takes time. This built on a solid foundation. I ain't never came to y'all with no stupid ass scam. Or with no, oh, don't donate some money to me, I can help you fix your credit. The only way you can fix your credit is pay your bills, nigga. Point blank. Point blank, man. Let me see. Let me see. It might have froze. Let me see. Hold on. I'll fix it. Just be patient. Because I got to finish this the only way y'all catch it. Is it froze? Isis on your... Oh, I thought you... Isis, you lied. What am I talking about with me? No, you good. But it be pausing. Yeah, that's fine though.